done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition, phone face?
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself, you.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, with the PS5 though, like it just.
I know.
Oh, damn, y'all beautiful though, but.
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh, bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, bro. I need a PS5.
My nigga.
I feel like homie head should be normal. I have friends that I'll just go over to their house because I want to show off a little bit, and then on the way out, I'll dap them up and act like nothing happened, and we'll just talk like we're homies, because we are.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
You know what I love to see? I love to see when the ex leaves and does everything that I asked them to do for somebody else. That just makes me know that I wasn't the issue. It was you. And you realized you was the issue, but you was so goddamn prideful on changing your ways. You rather had changed your partner and then try to be better for them. That's cool. Listen, God works in mysterious ways, and maybe that was a blessing for me. Maybe that's a blessing for them. However, it brings me peace to know that I was right.
What kind of shit is that?
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
He ain't lying.
King said the color wasn't the issue. I thought that Martin Luther King said the color wasn't the issue. I thought it was the content of our character that we were supposed to be recognized for. But if she's going to keep running on that color, she's going to have a misconception about how black people are really wrong.
If you bring somebody into office that looks like you, but then continues to detriment your community, what was that for? But if you choose somebody who can raise your community, then you chose the right one.
Yes. Wait,
so
who do you choose?
Personally, I choose Trump.
I'm looking for who I think is more qualified to run the country. That's all I'm looking at.
Black Latinos are starting to be a little bit more critical. They're fed up of their hard-earned money going to illegal, undocumented people.
Kamala Harris did not do a good job on the border because from what I know, a lot of people were coming from the other side and doing a lot of bad things to what we call home.
I think she's not a good candidate for president because she's with Joe Biden for the past 2 years, a wreck up in New York, you know.
Colors don't matter, man.
Right, they don't.
Ask God, man.
That's true. So what do you think about a candidate that uses their race as a selling point? Do you think
that's some weird
That's weird.
You lost already, 2024. If you racist today, you lost. Nobody going against Trump.
It's not about race, it's about what they provide for the society, is what they could do for the community.
With her putting a lot of black Americans in jail for the marijuana,
they're not really going for her.
We also got people's thoughts on Trump's recent comments on Harris's ethnicity.
She was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black.
Yeah, she was Hindu when it suited her purpose, and now that she's running, the black vote suits her purpose. So, like Trump said, now she's black.
Donald Trump is absolutely right. Her mother's Indian, her father's Irish Hindu, and she's always presented herself as Indian.
What do you think about Trump saying Kamala Harris is black? I thought she was Indian. She was saying she was Indian.
That's my response. Trump is an open book, yo. Facts.
That's just Trump being Trump. I don't believe he's racist. I don't even think he has a racist bone in his body.
Trump said that Kamala Harris always portrayed herself to be Indian, and now all of a sudden she's saying she's black.
Right? Nah, she's really Indian. She just want our support. She trying to snatch our support away from Trump. But that's not how that's going down.
You're a victim.
There we go, CSI.
What's up, y'all? This is Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. When I get a chance, I will turn on a little bit more light. You know what I'm saying? That way, all my viewers can see this handsome face. But anyway, I appreciate everybody who's tuning in on the live stream. Professors in the house. And I must say shout out to the RPG, aka the Replay Gang, because I know y'all gonna catch me later. That way I can get my numbers up. Now, of course, remember, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you're feeling this shit, you feel me? And to this comment section, Professor Mech says, I don't know who these old 304s are, but this whole thing is a theater. Facts. He also then says, I do love these intros. I appreciate you, G. Yeah, a lot of people love these intros, and I'm going to keep it coming. I'm going to probably switch it up a little bit because I got some different intros too, but I think everybody likes that the most. Now, Professor Mex commented on the video that I played after the intro, and he says, Grandma isn't fronting. Yeah, Grandma told her, saying the unfiltered truth. And the truth is that, voters are waking up. And, Black people are realizing that you can't always use the race card for everything. Because, not all skin folk is your kin folk. Just because someone's Black doesn't mean that they actually have your best things, your best interest in mind. So with that being said, we're going to go on to the main event. Now, of course, we're going to talk about, since Professor, he said he's not really aware. He said he's not really aware of who these girls are. So we're going to talk about the first chick, which is Black Chyna. We're going to talk about Black Chyna. Well, Professor, So basically, Black Chyna is basically a stripper who ended up getting with this dude named Tyga, who was a rapper. And after Tyga, I think she might have got with Wiz Khalifa. But basically, Black Chyna, she hit the lottery twice. In essence, she ended up having a baby mama by Tyga. And no, I take that back. She had a baby by Tyga, and then she also had a baby by the Kardashian son, Robert Kardashian. So she, in essence, kind of, and I want to say hit the lottery. She didn't really hit the lottery because, if I'm not mistaken, I think Tyga and Robert Kardashian, I think they almost have like most custody of the kids anyway. So, that's why she's trying to clean up her act and stuff like that. Or whatever. But anyway, what I'm going to do is show you the video of what I'm talking about with Black Chyna and her mom. Now, I don't know if you heard of The Game, y'all, but, The Game, some of y'all on the West Coast might have respect from what I heard, they're not really feeling him like that in LA. But either way, y'all know who Game is. And Game was on the interview of this podcast called Auntie. And Auntie, the people that they have on Auntie is basically Tokyo, which is Black Chyna's mother, who used to be a stripper as well as Rick Ross's baby mama, Tia, whatever her last name is, the one who was begging for child support the other day. So anyway, let's get to the clip. Like I said, from the title on the thumbnail, these women are set up for failure because, they have mothers who they never really seen be a wife. And then they end up, these same mothers end up competing for the same men. Now, of course, Game, I guess, was intimate with Black Chyna. And he reveals it. And look what happens. Check it.
Nobody mama this about their kid in my life, but today gonna be the night.
I'm listening.
Your daughter ain't no slouch down there. She ain't no slouch, huh?
She shouldn't be.
She getting in.
Oh, me too.
Oh, whoa, what the?
What? Cracking the pepper.
Oh.
Okay, so Game, we want to know.
I'll tell you right
people
now,
wanna
this
know,
motherfucking show this gonna be all right.
the people want to know, Game. Put your pussy
He the
out.
first man to see
Put
me
your
since
pussy out.
another man in 22 years.
I need the, bullet wounds and shit. The cellulite.
Don't fucking point at me.
Tokyo.
Motherfucker, this
You
is
know
varicose veins and cellulite over
You
here.
know what it looked like to me? It looked like chocolate cottage
You give
cheese
me
over there.
vibes. You done had the daughter, now you trying to get at the mama. That shit ain't
Hold
right,
on,
dog.
y'all. Let's
you ain't got it like that. Respect these aunties over here, nephew.
He all right, though.
Nah.
Shit, sometimes we need a little push up.
No, but you be done had a
Hey,
heart
but you know
attack
what?
over
I'm
here.
gonna tell you
This
something.
too much for you,
and I ain't
baby.
never told.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Mind you, this woman knows this man was intimate with her daughter, and she still showed this man her contusion, bruh, on their damn show. Sheesh.
Holy Jesus.
Mm.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Talk about a lack of decorum. I mean, damn, girl. If you wanted to, suck him off and blow him at the back of the stage, and it sounded like, that's basically what this game was hinting towards. I mean, damn, G. Well, it goes to show, I guess, the rappers, shit, they wanted to take leftover women as well. But like I said, it just goes to show that these women, they literally compete for the same men. It doesn't matter whether the man is the same age. It doesn't matter that the man is double their age. Either way, if he is a man of substance or considered high value or, famous or have any type of ducats, them women want those same type of guys. You know what I'm saying? So fellas and them girls, you talk about them old dudes, the young girls don't want you. Don't believe them. J.A. says nasty old head, which is cool indoors, but she's just nasty. Right. Because that was definitely of lack of class. I mean, damn, you want to fuck the dude. You could just tell him later on that you want to fuck the dude. But, no wonder you and Black Chyna don't get along because you just ratchet all the way. And it actually explains why Black Chyna act the way she does. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Black Chyna mama like pushing 60. Still trying to get that old cootie stroked.
Nope.
But the truth is, trust me, young niggas be hitting that shit. And I ain't gonna lie. I was a young nigga hitting some mamas and shit, hitting up people's mamas and their grannies and shit. But the only thing is, sometimes you be feeling like you about to start a fire, bro, because unless you got that KY jelly, boy.
He ain't lying.
Anyway, but that ain't all. There's some, not all. But it's funny because I was talking to my brother about that shit tonight, and my brother asked me, he was like, "Yo, I think that's kind of odd because why would Game even kiss and tell you know, I mean, unless the mom, I mean, like I said, like I didn't watch the whole interview, but in context, you know, if he knew that, you know, even if he didn't know that, you know, he was dating her, why would she have to tell her mama, you know, that she's not no slouch in the bedroom? I mean, I think that's kind of, you know, that's kind of a little, you know, it's not really, that's kind of, I ain't really like G code really to be seen on national TV. That means you locally kind of be pillow talking, bro. Straight up. Yeah, shit crazy. Now, of course, we're going to go to the next little bit, you know, because we talk about some old broads tonight, like Professor Nick said. We're also talking about, okay, so I don't know if you know who Tisha Campbell is, but Tisha Campbell was Gina from the show Martin. Well, Gina was married to a man named Duane Johnson, and her and Duane Johnson didn't work out. Well, they were together for a while. Mind you, they were together for a while. I think they even had kids and all. But in essence, they ended up breaking up. And then, mind you, you know, basically, in essence, whenever, you know, Professor, I'm sure you know this because, you know, we all about the same age and you got a lot of experience with the ladies. But, you know, once they get to changing and y'all breaking up, what they do, they like to basically make you look bad. They basically want to make you look bad. And basically, they want to make you look bad and basically to the world and make it not look like it's their fault. But anyway, with that being said, where's it at? Let's see, I want everything to be in perspective. So here you go, Gina, basically telling how basically Duane Martin supposedly left her with only $7 in her account.
Stop the cap.
So we're going to show what she had to say on X. Check it.
Oh, this is not good at all. I look like my man left me.
That's so dumb.
Took all my money.
That already happened.
Oh, you.
Damn. She used to be so damn fine, but she done aged. And I like fine wine.
Oh, this is not good at all. I look like my man left me.
That's so dumb.
Took all my money.
That already happened.
Oh, you.
Sheesh.
Emotional damage.
Now, that being said, mind you, she said this July 12, 2023 on Twitter, formerly X. It says, in the divorce judgment filed in Los Angeles Superior Court, neither parent will pay spousal or child support to the other, and both agreed to have split expenses for the younger son, including the cost of his education and wealth and health care. Now, let's see here. I think she ended up mentioning about how he left it with $7. But anyway, long story short is, it appears that Duane Martin went to go see Bad Boys for Life, and he went with his new boo. And look at his new boo, y'all. No lie, his new boo is just the new, younger version and finer version of Tisha Campbell. He went ahead and clocked him another light bright. it just goes to show, fellas, it's never too late, because he got to be at least 55, and he got him a nice little youngin. And look at him. Just be honest. Look at the picture. Doesn't he look much happier? And even though he looks like the same age, look at him. His spirit is even more uplifted. Look at him. There's something about, being with a young chick that just brings back life into you, versus being with a old broad who done been there, done that, and seen everything, and now everything you do ain't good enough. You take her to the Bahamas and ain't good enough. You take her on a trip to Paris and ain't good enough. Why? Because they already been at other places. They already, they already stuck in their ways. They already done experienced life. Ain't nothing to thrill them. So congratulations to Duane Martin for that. J.A. says he's definitely happier. Facts. It's as clear as night and day, man, that he's happier. And he's supposed to be getting engaged with her. So, here's the thing. I'm not saying that, y'all know I'm not really big on marriage, but, the good thing is that she's a career woman. As a matter of fact, with that being said, I guess he kind of brought her up about a couple months ago. And this is her. This is her right here. Check it.
Can I call you Rose?
Uh-oh. Damn. I'm trying to start the music. Okay. Let's see if I can go to if I can see it on Instagram. Cause that music. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Can y'all see that? She's pretty. Yeah, she ain't thick like how y'all like, but she's gorgeous. She's pretty. Oh, they went to go see Babyface. What? Oh, and she look classy. Okay. Oh, shit. I just realized I'm up here talking shit and y'all don't see nothing I'm talking about. My bad, y'all. My bad. Here you go. This is what I'm talking about right here. Let me make it bigger. Oh, yeah. She a hottie. Yeah, she a hottie. Oh, yeah, I know y'all can see it now. I appreciate you, Joe. Hey, my bad, Professor. My bad. Now look at her. And that's a hottie with a body. Mm-hmm. But, Gina claims that he left her with $7. Yeah. Professor Max said she looked good. Looks like a future wine mom. Who is she? Her name from the article, it said her name was what was her name? Her name was Ashley Marie Jones. Yeah, Ashley Marie Jones is her name. So, but, and her man is Duane Martin. Duane Martin was on, I think he was in the movie Above the Rim, if you remember that, with Tupac back in the day in the early 90s. What else was Duane Martin in? Miami Dolphins cheerleaders. I don't know. Was she a Dolphins cheerleader? She might be, but she looked good. She definitely looked good. So shout out to him. Shout out to Duane Martin for getting it in with the young piece of calico. Now, of course, you know, another way to segue into the, I guess, the next couple of videos is the fact that, women set women up for failure. And Professor could vouch for me for this. At one point in time, the older woman kept other women in check. Um, you know, they're the ones, and the reason why is because when women stayed in line, that meant that, the older women were able to keep their husbands, and the younger women were able to keep their dignity enough to get a husband. Oh shit. Professor Max said I might have dated her friend Kayla. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Professor Max says I confused A-Rod for the club owner of mansion in Miami Beach. Facts. Y'all, Professor Max, even though he is living in Mexico right now, he is a Floridian. He said they never had sex before marriage. Really? They never had sex before marriage. Really? Oh shit. Well, that's crazy. You said back in the day. Oh, right. Well, all right. I mean, let's be real, Professor. That's because That's because there are certain customs. Like, for example, in our age, when we were younger, for you to have, let's just be real. See, I grew up in a Jamaican household where, if you had kids, you're supposed to have a husband, right? And that's kind of close to how most Americans do it. But unfortunately, in the Black community, they usually have kids out of wedlock, even in rural white America as well. And we all know the best way to have kids is through a marriage. Professor says, remember there was always that one girl that had sex. Oh, yeah. There was the one girl, we used to call her like the hoe, the neighborhood hoe, and she had a bad reputation. And unfortunately, because she was a hoe, she wasn't ever really able to get a man. And, some people will say if you call someone, a hoe or, a SLUT, that you're shaming them. But in reality, every society has something that they dictated or categorized somebody as. And, unfortunately, women being loose with their pussy was something that was even discussed in the Bible, something that's older than the test of time or probably never change. But society knew enough that it had to be done in the dark to preserve society, to preserve the greater good. But unfortunately, these women, they chose independence. And when they got older and realized that independent women didn't work, now they end up realizing they're sabotaging their daughters, telling their daughters, oh, you should go never depend on a man, while turn around and asking men our age to take care of their bills and to pay for everything. So, if that's the case, they should be teaching their daughters to be wives in the beginning. But guess what? The reason why they don't want to teach their daughters to be wives is because they really want to compete against the same men. So if they could handicap them and have them down with some small children, while the old woman could just give them the pussy and not have kids, it's almost kind of like a good deal, for the woman. And it's a good deal for a man who just wants the sex. But guess what? We're men. We're going to want to have sex with the most younger, viable, woman that we can, within legal aspects, within legal reasons, of course. But we're going to deal with the youngest women that we can, possibly. He says, all of us C&D students have been programmed to make all the same mistakes, gravitate towards hoes, marry hoes, and get bankrupt in the family court. Is all set up for money. Facts. Professor also says we all have this programming, and it's on a scale. Right. That's kind of why it's like, Steph Code always says kill the beta, because a lot of things that we will learn, we got to on-teach ourselves, And it's like there's this chick on Facebook who was trying to debate me and try to like egg me on to like debate her on Monday. But I told her, like, first of all, I don't push down, and two, I don't debate, I educate, So with that being said, what I did realize was just talking to her is just the fact that there's certain, when people hear certain things, certain, honest, beautiful facts, it's almost like hearing that hurts them. It's like it hurts them, and it messes with their programming when you tell them the truth. So, at the end of the day, there is programming, and at the end of the day, as long as we make sure we're out the matrix, it doesn't really matter what we feel that everybody else could think. Because, hey, we're here, like, Professor, you know how we do in the writer's sphere. We're here to educate, you feel me? And anyone could always ask questions, or, nothing's wrong with asking questions. This is not communism, nothing like that. Everybody's want to have an opinion, but, we ask educated questions, not feelings-based questions. Professor Mex says demons cannot tell the truth, which is why the truth irritates them. Right. It's like when a virus gets attacked by the cure or the serum, it's just an allergic reaction that they have. Facts. Matter of fact, look what this woman says. He's trying to teach her other female friends the truth, but they trying to buck against it. Check it.
Always been the prize. Women, no, let me hold on. Let me finish. But as for this conversation, I will admit I am one of the few people who did not know who Simone Biles was until this situation. However, I want to say something, and I know some of y'all might feel away, get mad at me. Men have always been the prize. Women, no, let me hold on. Let me finish because I'm not. Let me finish. Men have always been the prize, and I'm going to explain what I'm saying. Women marry who they can. Men marry who they want. You can get offended by the statement, but if you really sit down and you think about it and you be honest with yourself, that is a very valid statement. Also, not only that, but by him saying that he is the prize, that does not make her not a prize. I myself am raising a young man. I'm raising my son is 7 years old. He is a miniature Einstein. He has manners his manners are beyond most adults that I've ever met. His style of dress, his respect of himself as well as others. I'm instilling in him his faith, his spiritualness. I'm instilling in my son to be a prize, especially with these days, the way that women are raising these young girls. And it's unfortunate, but and also the numbers, it's always been since the beginning of time, women will fight over a man, you know what I'm saying? But they'll accept it, but at the same time, they're...
And you know what? She's telling the unfiltered truth. The unfiltered truth. She didn't tell that. She didn't tell one line of statement, but guess what? The patriarchy or, the sisterhood, they didn't go ahead and go against her. Even though she could be potentially, bettering the lives of these women. But unfortunately, for some reason, in certain communities, aka the community, and you know who I'm talking about, they don't want to respect or pay homage to that man. And unfortunately, when the hood, when people in the hood or the urban communities have a flu, people in the white neighborhoods have a cold. Because, whatever happens is going to be in our neighborhood is going to happen in their neighborhoods. Now, let's see here. Professor then says communists love censorship. They do. Ain't that crazy? They definitely love censorship. That's what they be trying to do to us on Facebook. Facts. Let's see here. What else I got for y'all? Oh, this clip right here. Chris Rock once said that you're never your wife's first choice. And this clip right here just shows the truth. There's a street interview where a man, you know, he knows that he is not his wife's type, and his wife explains about how that didn't matter. Check it.
Oh, he was the one.
So he actually tried to make a pass at me like for a year and a half, and I was like, not my type. And I had a dream that I was getting married and it was him. Randomly, I texted him one day after not texting him for like a whole year and a half. It just started like that.
What would you say your typical type is?
I used to like Islander guys. I like that whole look. I mean, you just have to be a nice person, had to be respectful. But yeah, I was really immature, so I think I focused on the wrong things at that time.
So what about him helped you change what your type was?
I don't think it helped me change my type. I think I just started to look for quality traits, because you can have a really handsome guy and then he can be a total jerk.
For you, how did you not give up? Like, what kept you persevering and wanting to pursue her even after that year?
I patiently waited. I knew that was my wife, so there was no giving up. You know, like she said, sometimes it's immaturity that makes people make certain decisions. There's things to look for other than six-pack and tall and 6 feet. And there's more to life than that. When all of that fades, what else do you have?
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Did y'all just hear that shit? Let's break this shit down, bro.
How did you know he was the one?
So he actually tried to make a pass at me like for a year and a half, and I was like, not my type. And I had a dream that I was getting married and it was him.
Bruh.
Emotional damage.
So basically, after she got pumped and dumped for about a year and a half by other men's Johnsons, she had a dream that she was married to him.
Stop the cap.
You know, they say, you know, if a woman says you're the husband type, women say if you're the husband type, you're usually probably the sucker type. Straight up.
What kind of shit is that?
Why didn't she have that dream after she met him? That's because there's no damn connection. But guess what? She'll sell him a dream because he's all for taking the bait.
Randomly, I texted him one day after not texting him for like a whole year and a half. It just started like that.
What would you say your typical type is?
I used to like Islander guys. I like that whole look. I mean, you just have to be a nice person, had to be respectful. But yeah, I was really immature, so I think I focused on the wrong things at that time.
So
at that time, see? It's not like, you know, it's not like she had an aha moment a month after meeting him. So basically, in essence, when she had no other options, when she was under pressure that she was going to be alone for the rest of her life, when she thought that she wasn't going to give her mother any grandchildren, all of a sudden now she went to the dude who kept on saying hi, good morning for about a year and a half. What?
Nope.
What about him helped you change what your type was?
I don't think it helped me change my type. I think I just started to look for quality traits, because you can have a really handsome guy and then he can be a total jerk.
For you, how did you not?
Damn. You could be a really, really handsome guy and he could be a total jerk. So basically, in essence, you just basically said that your man ain't even handsome.
Not give up? Like, what kept you persevering and wanting to pursue her even after that year?
I patiently waited. I knew that was my wife, so there was.
He knew that she was his wife. Let me fast forward. Let me rewind this back real quick.
Really handsome guy, and then he can be a total jerk.
For you, how did you not give up? Like, what kept you persevering?
But yeah, I was really immature, so I think I focused on the wrong things at that time.
So what about him helped you change what your type was?
Now, the lady asked her a very specific question. What about him? Maybe you change your type was. And listen to her answer.
I don't think it helped me change my type. I think I just started to look for quality traits, because you can have a really handsome guy and then he can be a total jerk.
For you.
So basically she admit that Buddy still ain't her type. Not like her type changed or her taste changed. It is that at this point she was looking for things like provision, protection, companionship, everything that she couldn't get from the island boy type of dude that she wanted. Bob Marley wouldn't give her that love and attention, so she had to go get it from, I don't know, a nerd with dreads, I guess. Not like anything's wrong with being a nerd, but hey, it is what it is.
How did you not give up? Like, what kept you persevering and wanting to pursue her even after that year?
I patiently waited. I knew that was my wife, so there was no giving up. You know, like she said, sometimes it's immaturity that makes people make certain decisions. There's things to look for other than 6-pack and tall and 6 feet. And there's more to life than that. When all of that fades, what else do you have?
You mean everything that you don't have, right? Bruh. Oh boy. I don't know how else to say this, but I'm just gonna say it like how I always do.
You got a girl. Drop her.
It's an evil world we live in.
Now, Professor says they don't like us either. They don't like either of us. Well, facts, Professor. Unfortunately, we live in a gynocentric country, so even a white man can't even keep his woman. J.A. says, so basically she got ran through and settled. Exactly. Jay also says backhanded compliment. Hell yeah, because basically what you're trying to say is that your husband was handsome and husband material. Usually when women say, look, if a woman doesn't say that your husband material, and then unless a woman tells you that your husband material and drops on her knees and starts pleasing you in front of everyone, don't believe the hype. And then he says she got it from Mr. Cool Runnings. Facts. Oh yeah, trust me. You know what I'm saying? The dude that she like definitely hit that shit every which way that he want. Every direction, got every hole, every orifice of her. And then all of a sudden what she wants to do is just turn around and now want to give him them leftover goodies. I'm like, girl, you acting like you're doing him a favor. Really not. But sometimes, no lie, sometimes it's kind of why sometimes guys go for the gold and go for a better chick. Because she's not even all that. Is she ugly? No. But she should be thankful that she has a boyfriend. But she think just because guys clap them cheeks, just because them buns look okay in the dark, she think that she could get the guy that she really wants. Truth is, a lot of these women don't even realize they're not even their type's type. And just because a man smash you doesn't say much. Because let's be real. Most men would just about smash anything. And y'all know that's true. Now, I think I got another clip. Oh. Let's see here. Oh, check this goofy shit out, y'all.
Or why are you 35 with no kids? With no kids, that's a red flag for me. That's a red flag. Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie.
Kids, red flag. If you was with somebody for 5 years, you have no kids. Like those are red flags for women.
No, if a man was really trying to wait until marriage and stuff, I would know that off of the way that you moved in the past. Like you're not just gonna be fucking the whole city 36. And then talking about, oh, I was waiting to
have a kid. You was in a relationship for 5 years and you ain't have no kid.
That's a problem. Why are you nutting in people and just making them get? That means you have no sense of commitment at all.
At all.
I'm scared of you. A 40-year-old, he told me he ain't have no kids.
No kids.
You ever been married? No.
That's a red
Scared
flag.
of you.
What's wrong with you?
I'm scared of you.
Because that means there's more to the story. That means either one, you have commitment issues. Two, you probably got anger issues just off the top. There's something mentally wrong with you. Like, you have certain things that you gotta figure out. You're 40 years old without no kids,
No type
without
of commitment,
no commitment,
no
never been
long-term,
married, never been
like,
engaged.
that's crazy.
That's wild.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Where can we start? Any chick who has baby hairs, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's nothing that you could say to me that probably ain't even gonna listen to. You have baby hairs. You don't even have your hair together. How the fuck are you gonna fucking convince me of any fucking thing? Second off, see, they say that a man 35 plus and no kids is a red flag. But guess what? If you ask them how many kids they have 1 to 2 kids and 1 to 2 baby daddies. And a man who's 35 plus or 40 without kids is a red flag.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
You know what? I love letting these women talk because they talk themselves. They literally paint themselves in a corner. They paint themselves in a corner. Yo, fellas, fellas in the righteous fear, we're gonna have content for days. Content for days. Matter of fact, talk about content. There's this one black woman, and she is on the heavy side. Look what she has to say to a woman who calls on the show to try to give her friend some good advice.
My friend is dating an amazing man. First red flag, there's no amazing man. He takes her on vacations, pays bills, even washes her clothes. Okay, we might be onto something. But when we are out, she flirts. I tell her to chill out, but it's like she can't help it. I hate to see a great guy like him be disrespected. Should I say something to him? Bitch, who friend is you?
Wow. Now, y'all, correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me if this bitch is not happy, is not misery loves company. Look at her. She's happy with this girl ruining her relationship and actually stopping her friend from trying to help her and straighten her out. Because for some reason, women in the community think that they could just have it all. They think they can have the good man while they could still advertise and still practice their hypergamy with the good man. And look at her. She's actually truly happy with her fat ass. Like, you need to lose some weight. Look at you. You're just mad because you're not that good looking. Baby girl, from a scale of 1 to 10, you're a 4. Look at that face. Your face ain't ugly, but it ain't really that cute. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. You got some nice little lips, but that's about it. I mean, shit. Hoes is buying lips. But look at you, girl. You weigh as much as a linebacker. Talk about they ain't no good men. But ma'am, even though it was a good man, even if you did find a man that you considered that was good enough for you, trust me, he wouldn't want you. Your type is not even your type. You need to be another 100 pounds lighter to be your type's type. And that's a fact. She looked like she about 240 pounds, bro.
He ain't lying.
But what kind of pissed me off is, this other sister is trying to straighten out her sister. And the only thing you could think of is, whose side are you on? See, once you start saying stuff like, whose side are you on? That means you don't even care about doing what's right.
Next question. My friend is dating and
you don't even care about doing what's right at that point. J.A. says, I wonder if she's in a healthy relationship. Bruh, J.A. She's not even, she is not even in a healthy relationship with herself, bruh.
Emotional damage.
Yo, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm known as the 304 whisperer because I could just talk to a woman for about 5 minutes, and just based off of certain things that she says, I know whether she's single, how long she's been single, and even why she's been single. Straight up.
Who?
She crazy, but for real. I could trust me. I think I almost believe that if I look at a woman long enough, I could probably even figure out why she's single. Yeah, man, it's not very hard to figure them out. Now, look at this sister. Well, this Spanish sister, she's going to talk about women being narcissists. She's not telling us anything that we don't already know, but it's still good to hear from a female's point of view.
Created a generation of narcissistic women. And what's happened is the rise of social media and the rise of online dating and the rise of feminism has taught women that they are not to blame for any poor choices. Every poor choice is glamorized. So if you want to be a sex worker, it's great. If you want to post in bikini pictures online, it's fine. If you want to be with it, every poor choice is glamorized, and every internal reflection is seen as gaslighting yourself. So they've even got terms for internal reflection to prevent it happening. And so what will happen is they are trained to not reflect on themselves because we've been told we've been oppressed for so many years. Now it's time to make sure we project. And so we don't take any accountability. And as a result, when we get into relationships, if we don't feel completely soothed all the time, he must be a narcissist. He must be a manipulator. He must be gaslighting. He, rather than I. And unfortunately, we've got an online market that caters to that wounded woman, that caters to that entitled woman, and caters to that narcissistic woman. And it's so wild to me that so many women talk about narcissism, but the society today is just catering to narcissistic women.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
The land of make-believe.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's definitely refreshing hearing that a woman definitely gets it. You know, y'all about maybe, 10 to 20 years too late, but it's just good to see that y'all women get it. What else I got for y'all? I got about less than 10 minutes. Oh, did y'all see Kamala Harris talking like Foghorn Leghorn?
Created a generation of narcissistic women. And
Let's win in 2020.
Why is she talking like that?
And we're going to do it again in 2024.
That's a lovely accent you have.
So I'm going to get into some business now.
You've got a great accent. Are you from here?
There's nothing wrong with working retail, folding clothes for other people to buy.
New Jersey?
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far.
Some people, it's so ghetto.
There is nothing wrong with preparing the food that your neighbors will eat.
A ghetto mating call.
Nobody told me that the road would be easy.
You know those accents, they really get old fast. You know what I'm saying?
Or as my friend Quavo would say, he does not walk it like he talks it.
Can you do me a favor and just drop this stupid accent and talk to me for real, huh?
Nope. Yeah, that accent is terrible. Mm-hmm. They talk like they Dixie Crack masters, bro. You know, a lot of people when they hear about the South, they just think about Republicans, but what people don't understand is, a lot of those people who was part of the Klan were actually Democrats. What about that? J.A. says pandering is disturbing. Yeah, it's definitely disturbing, isn't it? They're all there talking like Colonel Sanders, bro. They're talking like Foghorn Leghorn, the chicken from Warner Brothers, bro. I don't know if y'all know who Foghorn Leghorn is, but that's how she was talking. She was talking like that, man. What else I got for y'all? Since I got less than a few minutes still with y'all. I got another clip. Oh, check this out.
Cheat while they are on girls' trips.
I'm gonna say 70.
So 7 out of 10.
Yes. They be cheating. I'm not gonna lie. I love my girls, but we be cheating. Not me though. I'm not a cheater. Not me.
Even the married ones?
Yes, they be the worst. The married ones be the worst. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. The married ones be absolutely the worst.
You keeping it a bean right now.
Keep it 100 all the time.
I say 50-50 because it really depends on the female. You can't really say, I can't give you an actual percentage because you got some females that don't know how to keep their legs closed and just marry a man because he got money. And then you have some females that really loves the man and they're still gonna party. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna let nothing stop them. So it's really 50-50. It's a balance between both.
So you would say 50%?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 92. These bitches,
You said
they
92%?
92. I'm gonna say 92.
This my brother.
Now they said it, I did.
This, my brother, is why I call this hoe trips. Straight up hoe trips. These ain't no girl trips. Straight up hoe trips.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
It's $11 billion a year.
Say that again.
The black church raises $11 billion in tithes and offering a year. If you put all of those black churches together, they wouldn't make a Fortune 100 company. The smallest Fortune 100 company has revenues of $44 billion. That's Qualcomm. The largest Fortune 100 company is Walmart. It has revenues of $611 billion, which means that all of these black churches and all of these black preachers and all of these denominations don't make a single strong American corporation. So the challenge of African American people together, as you've heard me say, the challenge is not necessarily political, it's internal unity and our ability to work together toward a meaningful outcome. So you're absolutely right. If the church isn't involved in economic impact, economic engagement, that it actually will cease to exist in the near future.
Wow. Oh, I'm in. Well, Jay says, when I watch shows like yours, it makes me think a lot about where we have gotten as society. Society is so toxic. I feel like we have embraced the 7 deadly sins. Are we at the end of days? Well, I don't think we're at the end of days. I mean, I guess if you were to read a Bible, there are certain things that will make you give you the impression that it's the end of days. But I'll just say this much. Sometimes when they talk about the end of the days, sometimes it was the end of the world as we know it. Just because it was the end of the world doesn't mean that all life would end and cease on earth. Just the end of the world as we know it. You know, those days of getting a girl and just going on Instagram and, you know, meeting a girl and being her DM, them days is over. You know, unless you're giving her some money, or unless she really like you, you're probably not gonna get no girls on IG. Or unless you're trying to spend some bread. Like, you know, the truth is, you know, maybe we are in the end of days, just not so much to the point that it's gonna be an end of life, but maybe it's gonna be the end of the days that we know it. You know, gas prices high, the food prices high. Even if Trump gets in the office, the gas prices will go down. But guess what? You know, it's not going to go down. Food would never go back down to what it was. You know what I'm saying? Never. So there's a lot of ways that, you know, the world has ended as we know it. And he even kind of brings up the church. He's trying to talk about the fact that if basically the church doesn't do anything to kind of stimulate the economy in his own community, then basically the church church would cease to exist. And guess what? I'm not saying that church should cease to exist, but the black church does nothing for its black community. The black church is not willing to hold black women accountable, not to have, early terminations and not to be put on welfare. But guess what? A lot of these same churches, the reason why they're still in business is because they're pandering to women. So it's kind of a catch-22 for the black church. And the truth is, not that I don't care about black churches, but the truth is, I think the black church I think once black church kind of goes back to their old ways, maybe the church will have a chance, because if you don't have men in the church, you're not going to have real breadwinners putting into the charity plate anyway. And most black men don't go to the church because they know the church, patronizes the woman more than the men. Now, I do want to leave y'all with a funny skit on my way out. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of just change the vibe a little bit. But y'all all seen people like this in public. And this is from Malik B. I'm sure y'all seen him on Facebook, on Instagram. But I think this skit is so funny. And it's so true. My brother has sent me this. Check it.
I'll ride. Your boyfriend let you ride the train? I'm just saying, if he was with me, you wouldn't even be on shit like this. My car just in the shop. I got money, man. Shit, money ain't nothing to me. You feel me? It's all you right here. $5? It's a start. Cash over broke entertainment. This piece right here is like $85,000. Man, you better be cool riding with all that on the screen. Oh no, don't worry about it, man. Everybody know I'm certified on here. All this shit. This is all VVs too, bro. With the don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. This costs like $30,000 for real. You waiting for the train? I could have bought one. They just didn't have any of it.
Nigga, please. Nigga, please.
We done seen a lot of people with some jewelry on the bus, bro. Shit. And real talk, I don't know if it's fake or if the jewelry is real. They just ain't got their priorities straight. Sheesh.
Nope.
Now, J.A. says LOL. Now, with that being said, y'all, once again, it's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you're feeling this shit, Cali West. I'm out. Gone.